Do you know I do a lot of my painting with my eyes shut? I jumped up out of bed and went to the computer to see if I could do what I dreamed I could do. People now generally call me Grandpa
Why is that?
because I'm old and that's what I am.
Grandpa is what they call a lettering man, which means he was a typographer. A typographer's job is to create letter forms by scratch. So you're literally hand drawing A through Z and creating these spec sheets that eventually get used in layouts, in advertising and greeting cards and posters and etc. We got Grandpa a computer probably 15 years ago. I knew I had to show him Microsoft Paint, and once I did, he took off with it. And it wasn't until years later that we realized how important this thing was to him.
When I lost my eyesight, I thought that my painting days were over. The reason I'm using the computer is different because I'm using it because it gives me the benefit of magnifying enough so that my eyesight is good enough that I can still do it. This was one of my first drawings on the computer. So I figure out what I want to do first when it's normal size, and then I just bring up that part. And I work on the detail of that only. See, if it takes me 2 years to do that, I can spend it. I got a lot of patience. That's what you really need anyway, so. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Hal.
I got a new print that I'm just starting. It's Space Highways.
It started out with just one thing. He had no idea how to get it out of the computer. And then once we figured out what he exactly wanted, he would bring more and more and more things in. It was a growing relationship that really turned out well. You can see the actual pixels, the squares in the paintings. Most people want those gone. Hal wants those kept. Hal won't go away. So keeps coming back for more.
Happy birthday to you.
The big non-7.
You mean I gotta blow those out?
You do.
Yes. Grandpa,
There's only two.
You have to make a wish. Yeah, make a wish first.
Practice.
Deep
Big
breath.
wish.
Deep breath.
Grandpa, make a wish. Okay.
He will talk to you about art for longer than you want to listen to him. Sometimes he talks about it in his sleep. I don't like to go to his studio downstairs because I can't get out. He just wants to keep me there, wants to keep showing me things, which is fine.
I got two things going, and I'm starting a third one now.
Oh.
And I like this one a lot.
Tell me about it.
It's called Space Highways.
Whoa.
It's a big. This is a small statement about a big subject. You know, it's no longer work. It's fun. When I worked, I always had to do something to please the client.
So now you can have your own creative freedom.
Now I can do whatever I want. You know.
Do you think about your paintings a lot?
That's all I do. Got interested in trees when I used to caddy. All year long they change color and everything.
Yeah.
And then I had a third grade teacher that she taught me a poem. This is poetry.
You remember it from way back then?
Oh yes. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree that looks at God all day and lifts its leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair. Poems are made by fools like me. I always say paintings were made by fools like me, and only God can make a tree. I'm interested in public reaction to anything that I've done, negative or positive. See, in me and painting in my room, nobody ever sees what I really do.
I mean, I think he's getting stronger, not weaker. Actually, since my mom died a couple of years ago, he doesn't really talk much about her. I mean, I think he is able to just go on. I mean, I think I've never heard him complain about his age or talk about dying at all. He doesn't have that in him.